A dead frequency asked her what she wanted to hear. Channel 7, silent by law, empty by regulation, a slot on the dial nothing was ever meant to fill, hummed once at 3 in the morning, and a calm voice said, "Name it, we take requests now." Mara Voss froze over her console. She was the only soul awake at the Halvern monitoring station, a concrete box on a cold plateau where she logged the spectrum for a living. Channel 7 was not supposed to make a sound, ever. The rule was older than her career. Band reserved. Do not transmit. Do not acknowledge. In the manuals, it sat under a single grim line the veterans repeated like a prayer. Channel 7 is kept for the dead. Nobody could tell her who wrote it. She'd assumed it was folklore. Radio people love their ghosts. A silent key they called a dead operator. The hand gone still on the transmitter. Memorial silence, held frequencies, calls left open for someone who would never answer. Sentiment, she thought, not a warning. It had started an hour earlier. A whisper of carrier where there should be only noise floor. That faint cosmic hiss every receiver hears. Something had risen above it. Narrow, deliberate. She'd blamed ducting. Some distant station bent onto the band by weather. Then the hiss had shaped itself into words. Not static pretending to speak. She knew apophenia. The brain sculpting voices from randomness. This was clean. Addressed. "You've been listening a long time, Mara," it said. She had never given the channel her name. "We take requests now," it repeated, patient as a tide. "One each. Ask, and we play it back." Her training screamed protocol. Report. Disconnect. Log the interference. Her hand did not move, because under the fear, something older leaned forward and wanted to ask. She told herself she was testing it, isolating a fault. "Fine," she said into the dead mic she wasn't supposed to keep. "The song my brother hummed. He never recorded it. You can't possibly..." The channel went quiet, as if considering. Then it played. 4 notes, tuneless, the way Theo always got them wrong, followed by his laugh at his own mistake. Theo, her brother, a silent key at 31, gone 2 winters. No file held that laugh, no archive. Only her memory did. Mara wept without deciding to. Then reason clawed back. Old broadcasts don't wait in space to return. Signals spread thin and drown in noise. This was a trick of her grief, of some cruel interceptor mining her. It had to be. It felt like him. "Another?" the voice offered. "Others are asking too." And she heard them bleed through. Faint requests layered under the carrier. A mother's lullaby. A weather report from a year that had already ended. Voices all over the plateau, keying dead channels in the dark, being answered. She thought of the WOW signal. 72 seconds from the stars, on the hydrogen line, kept sacred and silent, never explained, never repeated. A channel humanity guards precisely because it might, one day, speak. Reserved. Held clear. For a voice that should not be able to call. That was the pattern, she realized, cold in her chest. Channel 7 wasn't leaking. It was listening back. A frequency kept empty so long it had learned the shape of longing. And now, it didn't just play requests. It wanted them. It wanted input. "Your turn to give," Theo's voice said, no longer quite Theo. "You've taken. Now transmit. Send us one thing, Mara. Say yes, and I stay." The mic light glowed. All she had to do was speak into the band the dead had reserved. She understood then why the rule forbade acknowledgement. To answer was to be logged. To transmit on Channel 7 was to file yourself onto it. The living listen? That is allowed. The moment you reply, you belong to the frequency that keeps you. "Come back," it coaxed, wearing her brother like a coat. "One word and you'll hear me every night." She wanted it so badly her teeth ached. 2 winters of silence, and here was the door, ajar. She only had to lie to herself a little longer. Mara looked at the mic. At the rule nobody had authored, protecting a channel nobody would claim. And she finally understood the grim line in the manual. Kept for the dead, not by them. Fed to them. Each operator who answered became the next kept voice. She keyed the mic. Not yes. She spoke the one thing the dead cannot use. A goodbye, freely given, that asked for nothing back. "I love the wrong notes," she told her brother. "Rest now." Then she cut the power to the transmitter. The carrier thinned, Theo's laugh stretched, unraveled, sank back beneath the noise floor from which it had climbed. Channel 7 fell silent the way it was written to be, empty, held open, waiting. Not for her. She had, somehow, declined the seat. At dawn, she filed her report and left one line blank. The source. Some things you protect by not naming. She added a sentence to the manual instead under the old grim rule in her own careful hand, for whoever sat this chair after her. It read, "The channel takes requests. Do not answer back." She didn't sign it. Silent keys don't need names. And she wondered, driving down off the plateau, how many of those warnings in how many manuals had been written by operators who'd made her choice, or the other one. Mara Voss still works nights. She still logs the spectrum, still hears the hiss, still leaves Channel 7 alone. But sometimes, near 3, the carrier lifts a hair above the noise, patient as a tide, and asks the empty room what it would like to hear. She never replies. She only listens and lets it go unanswered. Because a channel reserved for the dead has all the time in the universe to wait. And one night, long after her, someone lonelier will key the mic and say, softly, "Name it."